insightful transactions.
New overnight, we're learning North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson is in the hospital. While you were sleeping, sources confirmed he's recovering from second-degree burns, but it's unclear how those burns happen.
Sounds like somebody's cross-burning party went wrong. Great news for the libs. I'm already declaring victory in North Carolina.
How could you be so sure?
Because when it comes to Republican politicians, you can assault women, you can commit fraud, you can even display bigotry, misogyny, and racism without losing any support. But the one thing you can't do under any circumstances is show any type of affection to any letter and or symbol of the LGBTQ plus community.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Republicans? Oh, they about to
drop him like a bad habit.
So you mean to tell me, Mr.
There's no reason anybody anywhere in America should be telling any child about transgenderism, homosexuality, any of that filth. And yes, I called it filth.
Behind closed doors in a laptop is really Mr.
watching transgender porn, adding, quote, "That's effing hot," and called himself a, quote, perv.
Yikes!
To each his own. But when the cat's out the bag, you might as well come out the closet.
Get out of there!
He certainly wouldn't be the first homophobic or transphobic politician putting from the rough. It's almost a conservative trend.
We need a symbol, something that says we're gay and Republican.
Just be yourself, Mark.
Just let your freak flag fly, man.
All of this pent-up anger and misplaced aggression just because he's afraid to live his truth? If he wasn't such a
moron,
I would probably
pity the fool.
Look, racism and hate speech is abhorrent on any level, but you gotta be a special type of sick to get your racism off on a porn site.
My colleague Em and I found a series of highly disturbing posts more than a decade ago on the message board of a pornographic website, and we traced them directly to Mark Robinson.
That shit is diabolical.
Make it make sense. He's supposed to be on there taking a load off.
Pause.
Instead, he's in the comment section going off.
Robinson called himself a, quote, black Nazi, and when discussing then President Barack Obama in 2012, writing, quote, "I'd take Hitler over any of the shit that's in Washington right now."
What's next? Holding his Klan rally at a brothel?
Your priorities are all out of whack.
Look, after hearing Mark Robinson's comments, I think it's pretty safe to say he's officially entered the race for the 2024 Head House Negro Olympics.
On your marks.
We could pass a bill saying you can't have an abortion in North Carolina for any reason.
He says the civil rights movement in the 1960s was, quote, crap, and that Martin Luther King was a communist.
Robinson posted the movie Black Panther was, quote, created by an agnostic Jew to pull the shekels out of your Sforza pockets.
Robinson defended slavery, writing, quote, "Slavery is not that bad, and I wish they would bring back slavery."
Why would any black man champion the return of slavery?
That's weird. That's weird.
Maybe. Just maybe, he's trying to hedge his bet, just in case things go left. Because he believes if Republicans win in November, the return of slavery is on the table. And instead of being a Negro in the South, he'd much rather prefer being a Negro in the House.
You're one of the good ones.
Truly pathetic. Now, if there's one thing, and it is only one thing, that you gotta take your hat off to the GOP for, it's discovery.
Where do you find these people?
It's almost as if they scour the earth to find the most self-loathing, bigoted, misogynist, mental midgets, just to supply them with a platform to spew ignorance and hate rhetoric. And every time I think they finally reached their peak of trash contestants in their clown show of a party,
unfortunately,
they continue to prove me wrong. Because after all, it takes a very unique type of douchebag to make even Herschel Walker appear to be decent.
A werewolf can kill a vampire, do you know that?
That's saying something. Hey, thanks again for watching. Please do not forget to comment, like, subscribe, follow, all the above. Whatever you do, thank you for doing it. Peace.